My wife wanted to get away for a couple of days to New York and visit her good friend. I was able to take off the same days, so I decided to tag along. Hi, I'm Jeffrey, physical therapist, and welcome to Life of a PT. We spent about 3 full days in New York, and we definitely tried to make the most of it. We flew Southwest, and the flights were pretty cheap. What was expensive was the hotels, and they weren't very clean. But I think that's just how it is with the hotels in New York. It was my wife's first time in New York, so we visited Times Square. We rented electric scooters to ride around Central Park. We saw the vessel. We did the summit experience at Vanderbilt. We visited Chinatown and ate our way around the city, which is what we love to do. My wife and I channeled our Korean drama vibes and took some pictures near the blossoms at Central Park. The summit experience was okay. There were quite a bit of lines and some waiting around. My wife got attacked by little kids throwing those balloons around in that one area. The subway system they have around New York was super convenient. I didn't even have to buy any Metro cards or download anything. You just hold your phone to the scanner and you can go right through, and it just takes Apple Pay. We walked over 20,000 steps on the first day, so overall quite a bit of walking, which is great, so we can burn off all those calories. The weather was very nice. It was a bit chilly, 50s, but the sun was out. What was surprising was that I did not see a single rat running around, whether it was on the street or underground. Now, let's talk food. Alright, I'm going to use this tier maker website to rank all the food that we had in New York and also the experiences we had with it. So starting with the first picture, this was Love Korean Barbecue. We ate it with one of my wife's friends. We got a beef set and the first one was pretty good. So I give it a B, right in the middle. All right, the next one is Los Tacos, number 1. It was a taco place and I gotta say, I was surprised. Even coming from Texas, the tacos were delicious. We got all 3. There was a carne asada, a steak one, we got a pork one, and a chicken. And I had the steak one, delicious, melt in my mouth along with the guac, so fresh. This gotta be, I give it an A. All right, so down to this next one is Xingfu Tang. It's a boba place. We got it in one of the malls. It was not very good compared to the one in Taiwan. Such a huge difference. So Xingfu Tang, let's give it a C. It was super sweet. I got the brown sugar milk tea, and the toppings, everything, they didn't really blend well together. So, all right, next one is a chocolate place. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a fancy chocolate, so it's kind of expensive. A couple bucks for this one little piece. But it was pretty delicious, and I'm usually not into sweets. So, because it's kind of expensive, and if it's worth it or not, I give it a B. Let's give it in the middle. All right, next one is the pineapple pork bun from Mei Lai Wah, I believe, in Chinatown. So this was very popular. I saw it all over my Instagram. So we definitely got it, and decided to try. But my first bite, there was a lot of fat from the pork, so it wasn't that good. But I thought it was a little bit overhyped. I give it right in the middle. It was kind of average. Give it a B. All right, the next one will be, we went to a Chinese restaurant in Chinatown called Shanghai 21, and we got a couple dishes. The first one, from the picture, it was a xiaolongbao. It was a crab and pork xiaolongbao, and it was very big. It was lots of soup in there, and everything melted in my mouth. So this was delicious. I would give this, let's give it an A. It's almost to the S tier because that was the only good dish. The rest of it were okay, but the xiaolongbao, top. All right, next one. We went to another Korean place. It's called, her name is Han. We went to meet one of my friends also in New York, and we got like an Korean army stew, some kind of pancake, some bulgogi steak style. The bulgogi was pretty good, but overall it was kind of average. The Korean food was not very good. I give it a C. The Korean food in Dallas is even better. All right, moving on. We got the pizza. We got a pepperoni pizza from Lindustry. It was another popular place that I saw from Instagram. Had to make a trip for it. We took the subway just to get it, and I gotta say, it did not disappoint. The pizza itself was thinly sliced, and it did not droop at all. You didn't even have to fold it, and it kind of maintained its shape as you bit into it. But all the toppings and everything blended so well together. There was like even basil, I think this is basil leaves on top. But it was just an amazing pizza, which is what I expected from New York. Let's put it up to S tier. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm on my old laptop and everything's a little bit laggy. All right, next one, we went to a tea place. Well, this is just off to the side of the street. It's called Tea Makers. And this one was a peach green tea, which turned out really good. So I'm not even a big boba drinker, but this one's gotta be, this deserves an A. All right, next one is a dessert place. It's from Grace Street, and it's a hot dog. And it was basically a sweet pancake with ice cream. And the ice cream was really good, but also really sweet. Overall, I didn't like it that much, just too sweet. So I give it a C. All right, this one is, went to Kazunori in the mall, and we've been to a Kazunori in LA. The experience in LA was a lot better. This one, it was not good at all, I gotta admit. So I don't know if it was the location. Overall, the hand rolls were very mushy, and the seaweed especially is supposed to have a crunch and with each bite. This is probably something we could have skipped. Houston, we have a hand roll place that's a lot better. So this one deserves a D for Dookie. This one, it was a tanghulu. So it's a bunch of fruits on a stick. My wife got a mandarin one, I tried one. It was actually really, really good. On the outside, it's coated with sugar, a bit sweet, but from that place, I think it was called Mochi Mochi. We also got a mochi donut, and that was really good. It was an Oreo one, wasn't super sweet. The texture of the donut itself was very bouncy. So this, I give it it's between A and B. I give it an A. All right, down to the last two. This next picture, it was from an omakase in New York. We didn't plan on trying one, but we saw the ads for it, and it was only for $60 a person, which wasn't bad at all. It was a 12 course. And this picture was a fatty tuna, the sashimi, this piece. Ooh, it was so good. One of the chef's favorite as well. Out of the 12 course sushi, I at least liked 10 of them. So that was like 80%. Majority of it was delicious, and for the price, you just can't beat it. It was my first time, well, my wife and I's first time at an omakase, and I gotta say, it was very nice. We ate it late at night, so we made a reservation for later. It wasn't a lot of people, and it was pretty fast too. They did it in about 30 minutes. So overall, the experience and the quality of the food, the sushi, was for sure S tier. Let's put it at the top. All right, now the last one is actually one of the first meals we had there. It's at Ichiran Ramen, and it was definitely not the same as what we had in Japan, even though it's the same ramen chain. But this one, I don't know if it was because it was the first meal that we had. We were tired, but it was not good at all. Unfortunately, I gotta give it it's not Dookie, so I give it a C. All right, so that's the final ranking of all the food we had in New York. Hope you guys enjoyed this style, and maybe I'll be doing more rankings like this in the future. It's very informal, but also a chance for me to just quickly touch on all the things that we did. Overall, my wife and I really enjoyed New York, and we got to see our friends, which was a plus. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog, and thanks for watching. Comment below where you think we are going next. It will be a trip at the end of June for my birthday. So comment below any ideas. I think you guys will be excited. Click here to watch my last vlog where I talk about what I do on a typical weekend at home.